Slick talker since a jet. Wintertime, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school. Winter one hell of a kid. I am smoking gas, jogging mid. I'm lit. What you doing? I done did. I swear. Slick talker since a jet. Finesse. I know that this what they want. Facts. Run up some money, I'm gone. I'm the truth like Ron.
Hey guys, it's DX What Ifs here, and I'm back with part 4 of What If Naruto Was a Demon. So without further ado, I ain't gonna say too much else. Let's get right into this. Oh my god. Oh, I fucked it up. Yes, alright, right now. A few hours later, they're all frustrated that their teacher still hasn't shown up yet. Both Naruto and Akuma both get up to walk out the door. Sasuke then says, "Hey, where are you two losers going?" "Yeah," Sakura following behind because she's a dick sucker. Anyway, Akuma then says, "We don't have time to wait around for this team, Captain. We're gonna go train on our own." They proceed to open the door as they meet Kakashi. Naruto then says, "About time, Kakashi." They then walk back inside with Kakashi behind them. Sakura then scolds him. "You're late!" She shouts at Kakashi. She shouts as Kakashi ignores her and begins to ask both Naruto and Akuma, "So, you two were willing to fail after you'd worked so hard to get here?" Naruto then says, "Well, I wouldn't call it hard work," Naruto says with a taunting tone of voice. Sasuke doesn't realize that he's only adding to their power as he grows angrier. They begin to feel wildly animalistic inside. They start to shake uncontrollably as Sakura and Kakashi's looks begin to change into concerning ones. Sasuke looks in curiosity and begins to say, "What's wrong with you two losers?" He asks with a laid-back tone. "We have to go." They both instantly disperse into swirling black dust, sending faint gusts of wind towards them. They are stunned by their exit. How did they? Kakashi thinks to himself. "They never cease to amaze me." Sasuke grits his teeth and says, "Show-offs." Alright, a few moments later, they teleport in their homes, falling to their knees, breathing hard and sweating profusely like they were really trying to hold something back. Naruto, "This was a mistake. Should have never came back here on our condition." Akuma then says, "It wasn't our fault. It just happened. We got too worked up. But all we have to do is keep it together. Don't get too overwhelmed by Sasuke." Basically, what happened, if you're confused, basically what's happening to them while they were away, they had to kill a lot. And one day they got too worked up because they like killing. They got too worked up and ended up tearing souls out of them. You feel me? They ended up tearing souls out of them. When I mentioned earlier in like episode, I think part 2. Yeah, I think it was part 2. No, part 2. Yeah, it was part 2. Definitely part 2. In part 2, where it says that's an alternative for power, like another alternative for power. Yeah, they're both S rank now. They're both S rank, and they're trying to. It's hard for them to keep control because their mind is slowly breaking. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's continue. Naruto nods. They both get up and begin to undress. As they begin taking off their shirts, they hear knocking. Akuma then says, "Damn, what are those three doing here?" And P.S. Akuma doesn't act. What's the word? Sorry. Akuma doesn't act like he normally does, or when he's with Naruto and Naruto alone. When he's with other people, then all of that shuts off. Like his calm, blank, cool demeanor like sets in right there. Like he doesn't like people. He only does this when he's starts to get comfortable to you. Then he'll open up. And then, yeah, that's it. All right. Naruto, I'll go open it. Akuma, no, it's cool. I got it. Naruto, I'll go with you. I want to see what they want as well. They both walk over to the door and open it. Sakura, Sasuke, and Kakashi are all standing there at the door. Kakashi, so you two don't want to become Genin. Akuma, just tell us what you want us to do and then leave, he says sternly. As they were talking, Sakura couldn't help but blush over the fact that Akuma's body is perfect, making her bite her lip subtly. Then she hears her in her head, "Hey, eyes of the prize," he says jokingly. Her head shoots up as her face gets bright red. She then quickly turns around, covering her face. "I'm sorry." Kakashi then chuckles as he continues to talk to Akuma. Kakashi, so are you two coming back to the academy with us? No, I don't want Kakashi to sound like that. So are you two coming back to the academy with us? Naruto then interjects. If we didn't, we'd be clueless of what your intentions are, and the next time we meet. So it's not like we have a choice. Kakashi then says with an eye smile, "Good answer. Now meet me on the top of the academy. Be there in 10 minutes. Kakashi then body flickers away. Sakura then blurts out, "That jerk left us here. How does he expect us to get there in 10 friggin' minutes?" Akuma then says blankly, "Will you shut up?" She's taken aback by this. She doesn't know why he suddenly changed. But then she thinks back to when she slapped Akuma across the face, then publicly proceeded to embarrass him. She lowers her head in shame. Akuma then says, "We'll take you both." Sasuke, "Good luck, loser. I'm not coming with you or that dope." Akuma then sighs as black dust starts to swirl around Sasuke and Sakura individually. All of them individually. Sakura, what's going on? Dust begins to block their vision for a brief moment before dissipating quickly. They look to see Kakashi greeting all of them. Sasuke, we're at the academy already? They don't respond. Sasuke shrugs it off as they all sit and wait for Kakashi to talk. After a few moments of Kakashi reading his pervy book, he asks them to introduce themselves. "Hey, emo kid, you go first." Sasuke scoffs and proceeds to introduce himself. "My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate a lot of things, and I don't particularly like anything. What I have is not a dream, because I will make it a reality. I'm going to restore my clan and destroy a certain someone." Akuma, might this certain someone be Itachi Uchiha? Sasuke then looks over in shock. He feels the hatred build up inside as he mentions his name. "Why do you know him?" Akuma then says, We ran into him one day. He started attacking us with some shark person. We held them off quite well though. The battle ended with them trying to close in on us, but we made it out with ease. They were all surprised that they were able to hold off Itachi and Kisame. By the way, they don't know Kisame, I'm just saying it, so y'all know. Y'all know when I said shark person, so anyways, Sasuke, you're lying! You don't believe me? Here, I'll show you. He then proceeds to walk over to Sasuke, taking off one glove. Sasuke, what are you? Akuma then quickly places the center of his palm on Sasuke's forehead. Sasuke then begins to see the events Akuma was talking about. What are you doing to my... Sakura then says, what are you doing to my... She suddenly feels her jaw shut as she sees Naruto holding out his hand with black smoke flowing elegantly around it. All right, quick pause. So when I said Naruto's gravity paralysis is not advanced, it is advanced. It is advanced. So anyway, back to the story. All right. After the event was Oh yeah, sorry. This smoke, this shocked her. This shocked her because this power is unknown. Another power that is unknown to her. After the event was placed in Sasuke's head, Naruto and Akuma both released their power from them. Kakashi doesn't even get surprised anymore because it seems quite regular to him now. He just couldn't wait to test their power out in the bell test. Alright, sorry. After the commotion, they all sit down as Kakashi says to Sakura, "Hey, pink-haired girl, you go next." "My likes are," looks at Sasuke. "My dislikes are that fat Ino pig." "My dreams," looks at Sasuke and giggles. Fucking fangirl. Anyways, Kakashi. "Fangirl. Great. Now on to the interesting ones." Both of you answer. Because he gotta be like that because he know they don't care. So, anyways. "I like nothing. Naruto. I like nothing. I hate this village, and my dream is to get rid of the cycle of hatred forever and build up my own village along with my brother." Kakashi didn't mind that comment due to their situation. Akuma then begins to answer. "I like nothing. I hate this village. My dream is my own. My dream is my brother's dream." Bland, but okay, Kakashi says. He takes out his book and begins to read as he says, "Now that that's over, I want you all to meet me at the 3rd training ground at 8:30 a.m. Don't be late." He then waves as he body flickers away. Not soon after, black dust swarm Naruto and Akuma as they then disappear. Sakura kind of feels sad about Akuma's answer for his likes. She shrugs it off and begins following Sasuke. Now, Naruto and Akuma's house. Naruto and Akuma appear in their home as they are exhausted because of this annoying day. They begin to undress and put on black shorts with a black tank top. They both lay down in their beds and stare at the ceiling. Akuma then says, "Hey Naruto." "Yeah? Are you satisfied with what I've done to you?" Naruto then looks at him like he's crazy. "Are you kidding me? Of course I'm satisfied. This is the type of power I've always wanted." Akuma then looks at him with suspicion. "Are you lying to me? You always lie to protect my feelings when you know it's something I might not like. You can feel my energy if you have to. You'll see the sincerity." Akuma then says, "I'm just kidding, bro. I felt it a long time ago." They both smile at each other, then proceed to go to bed. The next day, Sakura and Sasuke have been waiting at the training grounds for over an hour. Sakura: "Where are they? It's been hours." Sasuke sits there still being emo. As always, Sakura then hears a faint snore. She looks around the area until her sights is set on two tree branches with Akuma and Naruto both sleeping on them. Sakura: "How did they? I didn't even see them come." "Ha, lol. Anyway, Sasuke. They've been here, idiot." Sakura lowers her head. As 30 minutes pass, Kakashi then appears on the fence. Sakura shouts at Kakashi, "You're late again!" Kakashi: "I'm sorry, guys. I'm afraid I got lost on the path of life." Naruto then wakes up and says, "Yeah, whatever, Kakashi. We all know you just had your face glued in that pervy book of yours." Kakashi: "Well, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed," he says with an eye smile. They make their way onto the training grounds, then Kakashi begins to explain. "Okay, so today, we will be doing the belt test. There are 3 bells on my belt, meaning only 2 of you will pass. The other 2 will go back to the academy. This test will start." Sasuke and Sakura get ready. Now, they both dash into the forest, hiding immediately. Kakashi then realizes that Akuma and Naruto didn't move. They looked very confident. Kakashi then asks, "You 2 weren't hiding?" Naruto then says, "Why would we hide if we can win right now?" Alright, sorry. Why would we hide if we can win right now? Kakashi then chuckles and says, in your dreams, kid. He proceeds to read his book. Then suddenly he feels his book get snatched from his hand. It was so fast. It was so fast that his reaction was late. Sakura and Sasuke are shocked that they weren't even able to get that close to him. That they were even able to get that close to him in such a short amount of time. Sasuke then activates his Tutomo-e Sharingan, watching to see how this plays out. Sakura watches as well. Sorry. Kakashi is stunned by this. No one could ever sneak up on him and do something like this before. He then sees Akuma. Well, probably except for Minato, if he was alive. Anyway, he then sees Akuma holding his book. Kakashi, hey, come on, we're friends here, right? Akuma then says, you take things way too lightly, and this is the end result. As he says, blackish-gray flames start to ignite from his hand, burning the book. Sasuke and Sakura watch with their jaws dropped to the floor. They never heard of a flame like that, and he didn't even perform any hand signs. At this point, Kakashi didn't give a fuck about the book for the first time in forever. He was more interested in that strange black flame. He then asks, what was that flame, and how did you do it without performing any hand signs? Akuma, that, Kakashi, is none of your business, at least for now. But about those bells, Kakashi then assumes his stance. He noticed them doing a strange stance back to back. This piques his interest. Sasuke and Sakura both hop out from the bush they were in. This is the stance they're doing, but back to back. Okay, let's continue. Sasuke says, I have to watch this up close. I have to analyze every move you two make because I won't lose to either of you again. Whatever, Sasuke, Akuma says. At that moment, they both dash towards Kakashi at high speed while crossing each other, continuously confusing Kakashi. They looked like they were continuously teleporting. He didn't even have time to pull up his guard as Akuma's signature palm strike hits him in the chin, followed up with Naruto giving him a powerful punch to the gut, blasting him back into a tree. He falls to the ground in a little pain because he forced all of his chakra to his back, protecting him. Because, if he didn't protect his back with all that chakra, that would have knocked him out. He then slowly gets up to his feet. Naruto, hey Kakashi, look at your belt. Kakashi's eyes shot open as he looked at his belt to see the bells were missing. It didn't even last for 10 seconds. He then looks at both boys, Naruto holding 2 bells while Akuma is holding one. Oh, I said 3. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry, guys. The one will go back to the academy. The other 3 will stay. Yeah, I made that mistake. I'm sorry. Anyways. Kakashi is utterly impressed by these 2 ninja. Kakashi, well done, you two. You really showed me up today. So, what are you going to do with those bells that you have there? Akuma then tosses both bells to Sasuke and Sakura. They're both surprised at his action. Then Akuma says, next time, make sure you put in a little work instead of sitting there watching. Okay? Alright, now Akuma could tell that Kakashi is going to be one of his most favorite people, Naruto as well. Sasuke finally decides to put aside his pride and ask the 2, hey, can you guys train me? Akuma and Naruto were taken aback by Sasuke's request. So was Sakura. Naruto then replies with little interest, no, I don't really like you that much. Sasuke scoffs and walks off, assuming Akuma would say no as well, but was stopped. My brother doesn't speak for me. Sasuke then turns to him with a grin. All right, so that means you'll train me, right? Akuma nods. Naruto then starts to talk with Akuma telepathically. You sure about this? Akuma then replies, I'm positive. If I'm lucky and if I play my cards right, we might have a third amongst the demon brothers. Naruto scoffs at this. Akuma, come on, I know you like the guy. You're just playing hard to get. Naruto then says out loud with a guilty stutter, shut up! As he walks off. Naruto leaves and Kakashi waves goodbye to the 3 remaining students. Akuma then faces them with a stern look on his face. Now, first things first, Sakura. Sakura then blushes a bit as she nervously stutters. Yes? Akuma, I'm not going to leave you out on training. So what I'll do is teleport you to Naruto so he can help you with your taijutsu for today. I just told him. Sakura then holds her head down a little. Akuma realizes this and walks over. What's wrong? Sakura, why don't you hate me? Because I'm not the type to hold grudges against anyone. But every time I look at you now, all I feel is anger and sadness. I don't hate you. I can't bring myself to hate such a beautiful face. Now go train. Black dust starts to swarm around Sakura. She was taken off guard by his words. Her heart suddenly starts to feel warm. The same feeling she gets when she's around Sasuke. She didn't understand why. After a brief moment, she then arrives with Naruto waiting for her. About time you arrived, Naruto says in aggravation. He then gets up and walks over to Sakura. He analyzes her head to toe before throwing a punch. Sakura braces for impact as she flinches and closes her eyes tightly. She then opens them to see a fist an inch away from her face. Naruto, we have a lot of work to do. A few weeks pass as they go on numerous D-rank missions, catching cats and doing missions with little action. Naruto and Akuma made progress training Sasuke and Sakura. They both got better at taijutsu. Sakura got better with her chakra control. Sasuke got better with kenjutsu and ninjutsu. That's all they've been working on for the past few weeks. Anyway, all of T7 go to the Hokage's office to ask for a higher rank mission. Naruto, oh man, these missions are way too easy for us as of now. We need a higher rank mission. Hiruzen then thinks about it. Well, I have seen progress in those two for the past few weeks. Alright, I'll give you a C-rank mission. Sakura gets excited as well as Sasuke showing it with a grin. Akuma then says, so what's the mission gonna be? Hiruzen, an escort mission. As he says this, Akuma and Naruto both gag as the smell of booze flood their noses. Naruto, who in the hell smells like alcohol? He shouts in anger. Tazuna then walks and half drunk and begins to laugh at them. These small fry who you have escorting me? These small fry are the ones you have escorting me? Oh! The bottle in his hand suddenly breaks, spilling all over the floor. He is shocked as he sees Naruto with alcohol dripping from his hand. The sharp black nails just slashed through Tazuna's drink. And that joint was perfect as fuck. It was no crash, it was just sliced. It fell, then broke on the floor. That shit was crazy. Anyways, Naruto, stop fooling around and let's go, Naruto says sternly as he walks out. Akuma follows behind, leaving the rest still surprised. They all then snap out of it and follows behind them. As they escort Tazuna, Akuma, Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke all realize that there is two ninja in a puddle. Naruto, you two can come out now. We know you're there. They all turn their attentions to the puddle as the demon brothers rise from the puddle. They instantly go for Tazuna. Sakura jumps in the way. Sasuke jumps in her way as they approach. Then Akuma and Naruto dash in front of Sasuke, grabbing Gozu and Maizu by the face. Akuma then says, "So you're the name thieves?" Because, they're actual demons, They then slam them into the ground with full force, knocking them out. Tazuna is stunned by these boys. He couldn't believe 12-year-olds took down ninjas with ease. Kakashi still not surprised, actually relieved that none of them got hurt. Naruto and Akuma then drag them and tie them up to a tree. They wake them up and ask them why they were trying to kill Tazuna. Gozu, "We'll never talk, so it's useless to keep trying. Might as well kill us." Akuma then says, "Gladly." Akuma suddenly has a crazy look in his eyes. This scares the demon brothers as black dust slowly begins to form a katana. They both get wide eyes as this strange power. Wide-eyed at this strange power. Sorry. The crazy look gets even crazier as he slowly unsheaths the black gleaming blade. The whole team is unsettled except for Naruto, which is grinning at this. The demon brothers begin to regret what they said. "Okay, just please don't kill us. Don't kill us, please." Too late. Kakashi then yells, "Akuma, no!" And that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this right here. Like, subscribe, share my videos, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.